All right, everyone. Hope everyone's doing okay. Sorry, as you can well guess, it was Pupageddon downstairs, or Poopageddon as the case may be. So I had to take care of the pups, and I tried to do it one last time before the stream, and sometimes it just takes a little longer than you would like. They are so needy. Oh my God. Let's see what's going on. Oh my God. Tesla, how you doing? Doug Grady, my friend. Adega Outlaw. Woot woot to you too, sir. Paul Osborne, I hope you're doing well tonight. Regards to Lauren. Dave, G Sound, how are you? KB, Herb Bluntman, as always. Man, I could go on forever. We got a bunch of regulars here. And John Peter Preston, how are you? I have not seen. I'm just gonna tell you first, right? I have not seen Picard yet. Because I don't subscribe to CBS All Access, so I need to see it through alternate means. But I don't know. I'm considering getting CBS All Access. I mean, for $10 a month or whatever the heck it is, I'm over not giving CBS money. So yeah, so I'm gonna watch it. I'm definitely gonna get it. Hope you're all doing well. Yes, my sound is on. Hey, I did that right this time. Sci-Fi Nation, how are you? There's Stogie. And there's Trey. Trey, come on in, man. As a matter of fact, Trey, because Trey just did an amazing job. Truly amazing job. As always, as he always does. Where are you? I'm calling you on Skype, Trey. Get your ass into here. Let's get. Trey, answer your Skype. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Trey. Don't tell me you're unavailable. Don't make me come there, dude. I'm gonna be really persistent until Trey picks up. Trey, call me on Skype. He says he's walking the dogs. Good for you, man. Good for you. Oh, look what just showed up in my inbox. I can't tell you. John Tesler, how are you, my friend? John, going the extra mile there. God, I can hear him in the back. The puppies in the back. So I definitely Axanar update. I'll give you the quick pup date, okay? Quick pup date, and then we're going to go into Axanar and what's happening with Axanar, okay? I've got too many windows open here. Quick pup date. So Mama Dog is off. Mama Dog, Sugar, went to the vet today, and she's going to stay there for a couple days. And then Amy Albrecht, who's the head of TLC Pet Rescue, is going to foster her. And she told me today she already has a potential adopter for Sugar, which is awesome. And I'm looking forward to seeing how that all goes. Everyone's like, oh, she'll get adopted in a heartbeat. There's not going to be any problem because she's a gorgeous dog. She's sweet as can be, and she's a Belgian Malinois, and she's a work dog. So you can put her to work, and man, she's wonderful. So here's this. So Dale Simpson, as many of you know, associate producer Dale Simpson, our director of security at the studio. His daughter, Emma, who's 13, I think. Emma is our dog sitter. So she's been coming over and taking care of the puppies and Sugar, and she loves Sugar. So she sends me a message tonight, like, and her Dale and her at the same time send me a message like, can I come, Dale's like, can Emma come over and dog sit tonight? Because I asked him about this weekend. And I'm like, well, sure. And Emma's like, can I come over and dog sit? Yeah, sure, come on over. And then I mentioned to Dale that we took Sugar to the vet and she's not here anymore. Well, Emma burst out into tears, he tells me, and she was so upset. And I was like, don't worry, she's at the vet. We can go see her next week when we take the puppies down. I was like, I think I'm going to tap Dale to help me take the puppies down next week, so Emma we'll do it after school, so Emma can come with us and see Sugar, right? Because Sugar will be, if I don't know if hopefully she'll be at the foster house by then. So anyway, here's the reason why we took her, because she was getting antsy here. She wasn't feeding. She hadn't nursed in 10 days, right? Since a week ago Monday, she hadn't really nursed all the dogs. 13 puppies is too much for her, right? So whenever she walked into the kitchen, the new kitchen pen, the enormous, half the ground floor is for the puppies now. And she walked in there once and was swarmed. And I, it was like, you want to do that again? Right? So, hey, Mark Lawrence, great to catch you too. You're starting a new job this week. Well, good for you. That's awesome. What is this? Did Pee Wee get into the trash again? Oh, he's such a little shit. So anyway, so the pups are downstairs. Mama dog, at some point you separate her from the puppies, and she's such a young mother that it just was not happening for her. As Sturm von Alk says, let the girl be a puppy for her. She's only just over a year old, right? She shouldn't have had a litter of 13 puppies. That's just she's too young for that. So we want her to be a dog. And I'll tell you, I loaded her in the car reluctantly. She went, and I had a flat tire. It was really, really low. So I drive to Discount Tire, and they're like, yeah, we can take care of it. We'll get you right. You're the next car in. We'll take care of your tire. So when the tech goes out there, I try and take, I'm all excited. I'm like, well, geez, for the first time, I'll be able to take Sugar and walk her. We're at the mall. So I'm like, I'll be able to walk her for a half hour, while the tech works on the car. And I was excited for that, because all I've been able to do is walk her on our little piece of property, tiny little piece of property, because you didn't want her to get exposed to other dogs' germs, parvo, distemper, whatever, right? So I was like so excited. I'm like, so I go to take it. She didn't want to come out of the car. And maybe she was worried. Maybe she was scared because, she'd been at our house for a month and nowhere else. So I don't know how so I was like, I said to the tech, I got in the back. I said, do you mind if I stay here in the back with her while you fix the car? He was like, no, that's fine. So I stayed in the back petting her, reassuring her. The tech pulls the car in, jacks us up, pulls off the tire. There was a big nail in my tire like this. So anyway, so we got taken, and then I took her down to the vet. She didn't want to come out. I got her out. She comes in the vet. It was just, and man, it's rough for me too, because I love that dog, as I do all my fosters. But she's such a sweet dog, and we cuddle all the time. She just loves it, and since she stopped nursing, she's been so energetic, and in the morning she jumps up on me, and she can't wait to go out, and so you get attached to these dogs. But the beauty of fostering, that's the downside, is you got to give them up. I mean, the first time I gave up Dreamy, I cried. That was my first long-term foster, and but now I'm so excited to see him move on. I mean, I was a little emotional, but it's like, great. She's at the vet. She's going to get all her shots. She's going to, I think she's going to get fixed. And I don't know when, maybe not right away, because she's still nursing. She still has milk. But also, all that milk in her, when it dries up, it's really painful, I'm told. So they give her something to help with the pain and help dry it up right away. And so she's in good hands. And then she'll be off to Amy Albrecht's house. And so hopefully next week, when we take the puppies down to get all their shots and dewormed and everything, we'll be able to see Sugar. So there you go with your pup date. The other thing is, Crystal and I have decided to foster long-term 3 of them. The 2 runts, kind of like the 2 runts, and then the third smallest, which is Sable, Raven, and Leia. So we're going to, which will be nice. We'll have a smaller pen, but it'll be great. So, it's been nice and I got to say, it's nice. My 3 dogs are now able to go downstairs again. Zoe is still a little scared. So, she doesn't go. But Pee-wee went down. Mama went down. We had dinner together in the living room. The pups are over there. They kind of ignore the pups. So, yeah. So that's it's all good. So there's your pup date. We will. I'll have more photos up. We're going to get the Axanar dog rescues page up and really fill that with info on all the puppies from all that we've had. I'm going to try and do that this weekend. All right. So what's up with Axanar? And you got to love Alexander Richardson, who's our graphic artist, our art director, who handles the MSDs and the blueprints and everything. I said, just put Axanar update on the Axanar Confidential, and this is what he sent me. So I tip my hat to Alexander. Thank you, sir. That's awesome. God, I got to read back some of what you guys are saying. 13 pups is just too much. And as Paul knows, Paul Osborne, Stern Von Alk, who has a Belgian Malinois himself, Malinois get destructive when they get bored. Yeah, I mean, she's a work dog. She wants to be outside. I mean, this is not keep her inside dog, right? She's like, and I felt bad, but I don't have now she can go on long walks because she's not near the puppies. Whoa, Mark Lawrence, 30% raise. God bless you, man. You are living large. That's awesome. We're not going to talk this week about Picard. We'll talk about it next week because I have not seen it. It's on my computer and I will see it. It's on the streaming service and I'll see it. No, I nudge, say no more. So let's say, listen, the Space Force ripping off the Starfleet logo. Okay. All right. Look, the worst case is homage, right? I don't give a shit. It looks like the Starfleet logo. Okay, that's kind of cool, right? It's like two things. Either they know the Starfleet logo and they're trying to do an homage, which is awesome, or they don't, and so what? They just came up with something with similar. Guys, get the fuck over it, dude. I'm like sick of geek outrage, all right? And we don't talk politics here, but if that's the reason you're going to get pissed off at Trump, there's a lot better reasons than that. So, save your ammo for the things that matter, like destroying our environment, our environmental regulations. How's that? Those are the things you should be. Just give it up, okay? I'm not into the, that's not something we should be worried about, okay? All right, let's move on. We are going to socialize our pups with the puppies with our dogs for sure. Thanks, Paul. Paul, you got to bring Lauren over sometime. And now that Mama's not here, it was a little rough. Sometimes even Dale. I mean, Sugar loved Emma. Dale's daughter, our dog sitter, loved her, but she was here the second day, right? And immediately took to Mama. Keep quiet in there. So, but Sugar wouldn't let any other person in near the pups. Not Dale, not Crystal's mom, no one. So now that she's gone, people can come over and see the pups. One of Crystal's friends is already interested in Vader because he saw my little Vader video. Okay. Stogie switched to Axanar, an Axanar tag. So that's Stogie. And listen, Star Trek didn't steal the ship names from the Navy. And there are ship names. There are only so many ship names out there, right? And so they chose famous historical ships, just like we're doing. So there you go. So what else? Okay, so let's talk about Axanar. What's up? So we were supposed to shoot February 15th. Interlude is coming in February 15th, so that's awesome. So we're going to do that shoot, and that will be live streamed as well. But one of our DPs can't make it for that shoot, and he's the one who has the cameras. So we're probably moving the Axanar portion of next month's shoot to March, and that depends on Paul Jenkins' schedule. So there we go. excuse me. We've got a list that I'm working on this weekend to finish of everything that needs to happen to get this thing out the door. So very positive about that. I got to pick up the training regime starting tomorrow since Sugar Mama's not here. I start getting on the Peloton again in a serious way. My weight's good. I'm down to 186, which is good. I want to be at 178 this time, which is 5 pounds less than I was at for Prelude. I mean, it's harder. I'm almost 60. It's harder to get in shape. I'll admit it, but that's good. So that's yeah. So we're working on it. We're working on the trailer. Hope to have the trailer out here in February. We're waiting. It really is going to launch in the time with the second fundraiser. So, in the meantime, we're going to do a fundraiser for Aries Studios as well because we need to. So there you go. So that's what's happening at the moment on Axanar. Your questions are always welcome. Listen, and here's the big thing: 44 consecutive concurrent views. Welcome all who are there. There's Scott Voigt, our good friend and transportation coordinator for Axanar. Martin, how are you? Kate Vernon. We're in discussions with Kate. We're kind of soft shoeing her. She's reading the script, so I think she's gonna. I think so. We're pretty excited about Kate. She's awesome. We love her. Paul, need help February? Yes, absolutely, Paul. We always love to have you at the shoot. The 15th. Now, I'm gonna have to talk to Josh and Victoria and find out the specific on the 15th or 16th. Okay, Bluntman, I'm not posting that message because we've already covered that. Hey, there's Vance Major Owen. How are you, sir? Hope you are doing well. Dave G. Sound says, I only just heard, relax, my friend. Not arguing about just spreading the word. It looks pretty good, actually. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Did I miss something? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's all the Space Force thing. It's over. Listen, I'm sorry. I was in for a bit of Axanar Comics. Oh, look at that. Live stream, which is always at 8 o'clock, which is before our live stream. And listen, actors have other things. The question is, can we schedule Kate at this same? Is she free the weekend we're shooting out there? Right, because we're going to shoot out there. Hey, Sci-Fi Nation, $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. I'm already a Patreon member, Alec. Please take this small token of my appreciation. I guess you got screwed by spell check. And put it towards needed most for keep up the great work. Thank you, Sci-Fi Nation. We appreciate that. We have 52 concurrent viewers now. Thank you. But only 28 likes. Come on, guys. Thumbs up. Click the thumbs up. Now, listen, as always, I'm just going to get this out of the way. There are basically 3 things we need you to do. Okay. First is we need you to subscribe and hit the notifications icon above. We would greatly appreciate that. All right. Second of all, go and make sure you're subscribed to the Axanar newsletter, which is there on that link. All right. Go and sign up for the Axanar newsletter. And third, because we are doing really well right now, we're at $2,711 on our Patreon, but we can always use you as a patron. Go to our Patreon and give us $2 a month, $5 a month, whatever. Oh no, Freya got loose and took off down the street. Oh God, this is Trey McElwain just sent me a message, right? Freya got loose. This Freya is one of his 2 dogs, Freya and Thor. They got her back and headed back to the house now. Poor Trey. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Trey. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just going to read this message. William Manning Mott, who I don't think he's in the chat right now. He said, hi, Alec. They've got the original series episode with Steve Einat as Captain Garth on tonight. I'd forgotten how much of Garth's backstory is in that episode. Wow. Your efforts are definitely going to be worth it. I hope the filming is continuing to go well and the pups all look great. I saw Picard. It's okay, but CBS seems to be so desperate to save Trek that I think I'm getting jaded their prevarications. I'll hang in with Picard for a while and see what happens. Anyway, live long and prosper. Have a great weekend, sir. P.S. I suppose that the most disappointing thing with all the new stuff that CBS turns out is though they really can't keep consistency. For example, now on Picard, the Romulans look like the JJ universe Romulans instead of the TNG Romulans. I don't know. It's like Patrick Stewart, who I admire, clearly just stepped in to save the collective asses of CBS, but even he might be in over his head. Geez, what a mess. Keep up all the great work. The fans really love it. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll tell him I read that on air. Boom. Listen, I can't wait to see Picard. I'm excited for it. I hope you are too. Please, give it a chance. I mean, seriously, give it a chance. I think the fact that it's Patrick Stewart speaks well for it. And I think it's going to do well. I think it's going to get better. I think it's good. Sean Thornton says, Alec, I sent a message with my email to the Axanar website. Alec, listen, you guys should all know by now, you want to reach me, this is how you get me, okay? Alec at Axanar.com. Yeah, maybe you guys heard Patrick Stewart invited Whoopi Goldberg to reprise her role in season 2 of Picard. Everyone was really stoked about that. That was done on The View. He was on The View promoting Picard. And Kurtzman was like, get Whoopi back. And they did. And it was awesome. I haven't seen it, but I've read about it. It sounds awesome. So that's all really good. 39 likes. We're getting there. Good job, folks. Stumblerock says, Picard, slow start building up the pace. Look forward to the next. A friend of mine said it was the role he was meant to play. Okay. Yeah, listen, it's going to start slow, people. It's not Fast and the Furious. All right. Let it build up. Give it time. All right. I'm trusting that Picard is going to be really good. I had like a 90-minute nap today when I got back, which is really good. Really good. And so I'm probably not going to be yawning much tonight. Just letting you know. John Tesler said it was good, a bit dystopian, but it was a good start. Yeah, I mean, we're looking at Starfleet in decline here. Something's happened, and I don't know. Listen, and next week we're going to talk Picard. So if you haven't seen Picard, see it by next week. Andy D says, nothing done today is the same as what it was before. That's the trend now, it seems. Yeah, listen, if you want to see the Next Generation again, go watch Orville. All right? Otherwise, and I get it, no one wants to redo Next Generation. No one wants to just pick up where they left off and do more adventures like that. I don't want it. Listen, I'm not the biggest Next Gen fan, to be honest with you. I mean, my pantheon of Star Treks right now is TOS, Deep Space Nine, right, is second. And I guess Next Generation, But 7 seasons, there's a lot of mediocre episodes in there, Season 6 was really good, right? So there, and then Enterprise, and then Voyager, probably in that order. Just because Voyager was just more Next Generation, right? It was more of the same. Some good stuff. Don't get me wrong. I love all Star Trek, right? It's just my preference. Okay. Sir Patrick also was responsible for the Doom Buggy bit, so there's that. So, yeah, Andy D, we just said Axanar is on schedule. We've got March and April shoots, March in Atlanta, April in LA. So we're working our way on that. Meanwhile, everything else I'm working hard on fulfillment, as many of you know. We're working on the Ares Studio Store. And look, this year, we want to buy some land and put up a steel building and make Ares Studio a reality with our own building, our own collective building. Being that it's a not-for-profit, no one is going to own it, right? No one's going to own it. It's going to be, it's our studio. So great things coming, and I hope you'll, and our next project is underway, and we'll keep you posted about that. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, listen, if you're going to do something, it's like Prelude. We don't want to make another Prelude. We want to move forward. We want to make it better. It's going to look different. It's not going to look like Prelude. It's going to look different. Better? I don't know. I'm hoping so. We all want it to be awesome. I mean, everyone who saw what we shot was like, this is better than Prelude. That's great. You know, we've got a bridge now. We've got great sets. We're not just making shit up. You know, the scene with Kate was just sleight of hand. The scene with Karn, sleight of hand. I mean, those weren't sets. Those were shit thrown up that make it look like a set. Limerick Pranzerino says, first time I saw Patrick Stewart was as Leon deGrance in Excalibur. Of course. He still looked old in Excalibur, right? Yeah, I've been hearing this rumor that Seth is in talks to bring Trek to NBC. I don't know if it's true or not. I really, JP's been pushing that. JP Poole, our good friend at Egotastic Fun Time, he has been pushing, he's the one, I wouldn't say pushing it. He's the one that reported it, that I've heard of it. That could well be true. And if that is the case, awesome. Sorry, I got to stay hydrated. The other thing is my hands. Excuse me, as I got to put some lotion on my hands. Just because with all the washing of all the puppy, like when we feed them, you have to do a lot of dishes afterwards, right? And being that it was we were using the blender to crush up their kibble, so you have to do that, and then you have to clean that, and then you have to clean 3 dishes, and then you have to clean whatever else my hands have just gotten so dry and chapped and cracked and painful. So I'm just using trying to use Vaseline Intensive Care, right? And just make sure so that's what I'm doing here. All right. So listen, everyone, if you don't have, Picard, and you don't have a friend who has Picard, which I'm sure you do, watch it. Let's all watch it, and next week will be the Picard review, spoiler-filled review. If you don't have Picard, find someone who does. All right. If you don't, if you don't get CBS All Access, it would be really nice if you did that. All right. So then we could get back to talking about it. What else? As far as Axanar goes, okay, sci-fi. If it's about the sci-fi, if it's Nation, if it's about Adega's book, I got a copy. So, Fogbank says, I first saw Patrick as Sejanus, a rather nasty Roman military official, and I Claudius, his character had hair. Yeah, that's right. I Claudius, who's there. Sejanus is also a character in Warhammer 30,000 in the Horse Heresy. Yeah. I'm just checking in. Oh, yeah. What's that? Okay. All right. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm downloading. Oh, what's that? Just downloading a file the mother of my godson sent me. Let's see. William Manning Moat says, "You are totally welcome, man. Thank you." I guess he's joining the chat because there. John Tesler, thank you, but that's what Damaris sent me. But thank you. All right, let's see. Okay, so I got something else for you guys, and this is something I hope you guys will all enjoy. Oh, patches. Patches. Okay, so let's talk about patches while we're talking about Axanar. The next two patches I got are both from Axanar Comics. I know, how cool is that, right? Okay, so they came in today. Good news, bad news. The good news is the layoff patch is as awesome as I hoped it would be. Okay, is Trey back yet? Bastard. I'm gonna wait till Trey gets here because let's see what Trey said he was. Trey said he was heading back. Poor guy. I mean, he takes his dog out for a walk and it gets off the leash and starts running down the street, which is like my worst nightmare. That happened with, who did that happen with? Snickers, one of the dogs we were transporting, I think it was. And I was like, I'm never going to get him back. And fortunately I did, but it's the scariest thing. That's why I use harnesses rather than leashes. So yes, so there's that. Yeah, let me tell you. Okay, so let's talk about. I want to wait till Trey gets back before I talk about the patches. Know what we're gonna do? We're gonna watch a little video. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a new fan film coming out later this year called Squadron, right? And it's let's duplicate this. All right, so let's do that. And then I'm going to, let me bring in this media. Here's the trailer. We're going to run the trailer for Squadron. And it's a new Star Trek fan film, and it looks awesome. The trailer looks awesome. I'll tell you all about it after, all right? So let me just check up. All right. Oh, all right. So let me get it in here. Media source. All right. We're going to add this media source here. And it's probably going to go right to it. So be prepared, people. So there you go. Hope you like that. What happened to it? Gotta wait till you guys. Yes, exactly. So there. Okay. So there we go. So that is. Yeah, those were Norway class. Was what those were. Yeah, that was pretty damn good, wasn't it? So I just talked to the gentleman today who's in charge of that, and it's a super low budget production. Jacob Holly's the guy, and he here's the thing. Jacob reached out to everyone in Star Trek fandom, Trek movie, Trek yards. I get everyone, all the fan films, and I'm the only guy that responded to him. He said, because I'm like, dude, love it. How can I help? Right? Let's figure a way to work together. Let's do something together. Whatever. I don't know. I got a slot in the second half of the year after Axanar is done. Maybe we'll start working together on a fan film or something. I don't know. But I love what they're doing. Right? So yeah. So there you go. That is. Matter of fact, let's tell you what. Let's watch it again. Oof. Me likey. That's pretty good stuff, man. That's a great trailer. They nailed it. I love it, man. I love it. I can't wait to see it. But it's all going to be in Czech with English subtitles. So he's like, yeah, I can't get English actors here in Czechoslovakia. It's too expensive, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, man. So anyway, I love what they did. They built their bridge for 20 grand, right? And I love that. I love the idea of having a next generation bridge. It's set in the Dominion War. So that should be pretty cool. There you go. Gabriel Rhodes. Hey man, I'm Blue Phobes with Mindtrek, the people that build full-scale starships. Let's work together on designing the floor plan for the Axanar ship. The U.S. we've got the floor plans, Gabriel. Alexander Richardson has already done them. We're coming out with a full set of blueprints. And we have the 3D models of the exteriors of the ships, of course, that we use. One of our volunteers, Connor, is building the 3D bridge. But listen, Gabriel, just email me, okay? This is all you have to do. Just send me an email. There's my email. Facebook friend me as well. Contact me, and let's work together. Absolutely. The more stuff we can do about Axanar, the better. So get with me, okay? Yeah, they're based in Prague. He's already invited me out to Prague, which I can't wait to do. I love Prague. I was there in like 2001. Yeah, the blueprints are awesome. If you're on our Patreon, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, I say no more. If you're on our Patreon, and matter of fact, I happen to have that link right here. There are teasers of that. And listen, folks, if you're not a member of our Patreon, $2 a month, $5 a month, whatever. Our admirals pay $100 a month, and you get inside information on Axanar. You get access to me all the time. You can annoy the shit out of me. We have the USS Ares Officers Lounge. So yeah, please join. Right. Matthew Harvey says the scam is getting more real each day. Yeah, to all those assholes who said we're a scam. One of the big hater dicks said I'm a grifter. I'm like, really? Yeah. I don't think grifters spend $200,000 of their own money on their grift. Right? So I think Matthew is making a joke there, City of Memphis Locomotive. Hey, back off. I believe Matthew Harvey was making a joke there. So don't take it out on that's the smiley face. Fogbank says Prague also has a reputation for being one of the most haunted cities in Europe. I've heard that too. It's gorgeous. Prague is gorgeous. I love it. Can't wait to go back. Yeah, there was a German-made stop-motion Enterprise fan film made a few years ago with English subtitles. Saw that. That was kind of cute. So hello, Chief Cook. Chiana's Geek is here too. Some of the newbies here. You know what's nice is that and there he is. Okay. All right, there he is. There. So let me get our favorite co-host. Let's just duplicate. Let me just duplicate this. All right, that was an accident. I didn't mean to show you that. All right, let's hold on. I'm gonna bring. Let me just bring Trey in here. All right, so this is gonna be. Let me get rid of that, and then let me bring in. Fortunately, it's really easy these days.
Wow, that looks amazing.
There is Trey McElwain. Let me get them all set up here.
Squadron, a Star Trek fan production. That looks amazing. Paul says you've got to list him as Gunnar.
you set. Let's get you. Boom. And then, of course, let me just copy, paste. Let's get the Trey McElwain name up there, since you don't want to be known as. Not that everyone doesn't know who you are, Trey.
Well, Paul was saying, put me up there as Gunnar. the character from the Artemis.
All right, there we go. Oh, that's a little There we go. I'm one of those people that if it's not perfect, like if you're not framed. Okay.
Yes, I am Alex
There you
Peters.
go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to show you these patches. So good news. Let's see. Just catch up. Good news. Bad news. I got to listen to his gun here. So the two patches came in today: the Apollo and the Leonov. First, the good news. Leonov.
What?
It is insane. It's literally one of my favorite patches. This is Brendan Goodyear design, right?
So let me tell everyone real quickly. I have had that image on my hard drive for the better part of the year. That is for the USS Leonov, of course, Korolev class, commanded by Captain Ilya Chetikov, from issue number 5, called Vesta, and I'm super excited about it. And yeah, that's amazing. So
you can see it is the standard 3.5 inches that all of our patches are, right? Our patches are 3.5 inches. There, and
perfect
so
size.
The Leonov is same circumference, right? It's match it up there, which
nice.
is great. I love it. So that's awesome. Now, so here's the bad news. Here's the Apollo patch.
Oh no!
They made it the wrong size, which is the second time
so
they've made a patch
though.
the wrong size. They made the Taval. So right, it's the wrong size. Look at this.
So is it big enough to put on a hat?
Okay, so the first is the good news is they'll redo them. Well, I told them about the Taval patch. Hold on one sec. Okay. Wrestling with headphones. So here's what they did. Here's the original Taval patch, right? And I guess like that.
Oh wow! Look how small it is.
And then this is what they sent me, right? And you can see if I line up that, you can see how much smaller it is, right? So I wrote them back and said, "Dudes, too small."
Perfect. Yeah.
So they're redoing
perfect.
them. They're redoing
Yeah,
them.
Scott.
So
both Scott Voigt and I say you should do the smaller ones with put the smaller ones on hats.
all right, hold on. Let's see.
In fact, I had to switch out my Ares hat for my Ajax hat because I saw that you were wearing your Alec was wearing his Ares hat. I know, right, Douglas Grady? I would love to see those on hats.
Yep, you could do it. Yep, you could do it.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's perfect, right?
Probably, you probably need a. I know my girl's gonna say you need a bigger hat. You need a taller. You need like a trucker hat, I think they call them, right? But it actually works. All right, let's see how this compares to the Hercules. Hold on.
Yeah, I'll say, yeah, do the Hercules.
So you're looking at the Hercules hat, right? While it's not the same circumference, it's the same top to bottom because Hercules has that piece sticking out, right?
Lightning bolt.
Yeah, the lightning bolt sticks out. So it's actually smaller top to bottom, so it'll fit.
So good.
It'll fit. I'll take some of the small ones over to the lady who does them. I'll buy the hats. I'll buy. I've got extra hats downstairs, so I'll take like a dozen downstairs down to her and say just iron this on a hat, and then I'll send them to you, Trey. You can use it as giveaways.
Or I could, when I come see you here pretty soon. So
yeah, absolutely.
Because that's on the Nicole and I have been talking about that. I'll be going back down and being Alex Sherpa.
Please, please. Of course, you wait till we give up Sugar Mama. Sugar Mama, she's off.
Don't be bitter now.
Sugar Mama's off at rest at the vet today. You missed the pup date, so Sugar Mama's off at the vet, and then she will, or maybe you didn't. Were you listening on your phone?
I was up until the point when all of a sudden Freya took off down the street and I have to go.
Oh my God! Does your heart just?
Dude, it was literally the worst, but that's okay. I mean, we got her back and got the poop recovered and the phone recovered and got everything recovered and the dog recovered and the wife recovered and yeah, it's fine. It's all super easy, right? It's barely inconvenience, so there's no worries at all.
Sci-Fi Nation says, "What headsets do you guys use?" My headset is I think it's what is it?
That's
Audio
right.
Technica. Although it broke, but
There you go.
there you go.
Or that one there. Yeah.
I don't know how important.
I use MSI gaming.
Yeah,
what
I'm
I
not
use.
sure how important headsets are. Meaning, like how much better one is than the other, right? I'm sure just go down to your local Best Buy and ask them, and they'll know.
No, I do know that my headset does 7.1 surround sound. So, and I mean, when I'm in here doing Star Citizen, of course, I'm in here in the studio computer, so it's the nicer headset. Actually, I think I have the same headset for the work computer too, when I'm doing my video editing. But it sounds real good, and I can mute it, and it's got a little volume on the wheel and everything. So
I'm out of water. Oh my God, I need to be drinking more water. I have a feeling that this edition of Axanar Confidential is going to go long tonight, since you've just showed up. You've got all the hats.
Yeah. Now if we can just get you to make some Taval hats and some Apollo hats.
I'll get them done. I got like 25 extra
set.
hats downstairs. Yeah, and I get them super cheap, so it's no problem. This is Trey comes over. He totally set up the basement. Like we moved fulfillment down to the basement of my house, right? All the Aries Studio Store stuff, all the fulfillment stuff, and and he inventoried everything. And I know this is the way Trey inventories. One for me. Two. That's how he always has an Axanar shirt on.
Man, whatever. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Dude,
Where's
honestly, Trey's like, "Oh, Alec, do you mind? Do you think I could have? Would it be okay if I took a patch?" I'm like, dude, take everything. Take one of everything. He's so awesome. So, I'm always like, stop being that way. Just take whatever you need, man. He comes over here, works his ass off. So it's all good.
Alec is too generous, and I always tell him, he always, all the time, every day, it doesn't matter if it was for which film shoot it was for or which week I was there, because I was there for 1 week one time, then a couple of weeks the next time, and Alec's like, dude, watch a movie, right? Just relax, just chill. And I'm like, dude, I ain't here to relax. I'm here to work. I'm here to work let's get it done, right? And he's like, dude, you just keep going. And I'm like, well, yeah, it's because I'm not here to play. Of course, I enjoy being with Alec and Crystal, and talk about the most amazing people you could ever hope for to have friends or to have that type of friends in your life, So and Alec's super generous, but yeah, I'm like I always tell him, I'm not there to work, buddy. I'm there to work, or I'm not there to play. I'm there to work. So, yeah.
Well, we appreciate it. Everyone appreciates it. So I'm building a little fortress in here. My office is a mess. I mean, I took such great pride when I first had this office, and I put it together, and it's so nice. It's so well laid out, and my graphic novels are on the left, and my books are on my right, and everything's neat. And now it's just like fulfillment central, and there's crap all over the place that I'm shipping out. I mean, this weekend's a big fulfillment weekend because I've got like 150 orders. A lot of it's fulfillment. A lot of it's the patches. And it's fun. I mean, it's so much fun to take 100 packages to the post office because you know that every one of those people is getting something that has something to do with Axanar. So it's really that's really cool. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing this weekend. Now that Sugar Mama is gone, and I get a little more time. And now the puppies are also off of. I no longer have to blend. So what I was doing was I was putting a bottle of water, spring water, in, and then I was pouring in kibble and I was blending it and then pouring that into the puppy feeder, right? And originally we were mixing it with oatmeal, then they were off of oatmeal. It was just a ground up puppy meal. So it's kibble, puppy kibble ground up. Well, today Crystal and she's like, "Oh, I started feeding him kibble today," and I know it's because she was too lazy to throw it in the blender, but that's okay. So what she did was she just poured the kibble straight out of the bag in the puppy feeder, right? Puppy feeder is a round bowl, right? And it's raised in the middle, so it's got like a channel around it, and you put it in. The puppies all surround it, right? So she put the puppy kibble there, and then she'd pour water on the top so it would seep all around and soften the kibble up, and she just fed them that. And yep, sure enough, they love it. And tonight they ate like ungodly amounts of kibble. I just picked a new bag of kibble up from the rescue, and oh my God, they ate so much. I mean, they ate like everyone had seconds. I mean, it was crazy. So the good news is that makes my life so much easier. That's a lot easier to do than the blender. Now I don't have to clean the blender. Now I don't have to ground stuff up. Now it takes less time. They're also not eating every 4 hours, right? It's more like every 6 hours. And they're all fat and happy. Let me tell you, even the runts are in good shape. I mean, these dogs are eating, and they're drinking up a storm. They are drinking so much water. It's crazy. I keep going down there like, oh God, I need another bottle of water for you guys. So anyway, there's your pup date.
So definitely cannot wait to talk about Picard here on the channel.
Have you seen it yet?
I have seen it, and let me just
tonight.
It is. So just remove all expectations and just hold out for hope, and hopefully you won't be disappointed. Because I mean, it's new, it's with the times, right? I mean, but I don't know, for some reason it felt a lot more like Star Trek than I guess what we've seen here recently from the IP holders. So there, I've said my piece on it, and we'll talk. I'm not going to say any more because there's some things I liked about it, there's some things I didn't like about it, but overall I actually enjoyed it, and I cannot wait for the second episode. So
cool. Silver Bullet said hanging out with Alec and Crystal is awesome. Hanging out with you is awesome, Steven.
Yep.
And Sci-Fi Nation, have you sent me a photo of your Chewini? I'm not sure I have seen it. So listen, hey Trey, take over. I'm going to run downstairs, get some more water because I'm out of water, I'm sad to say. And then I'm going to make sure the puppies have water, and it might be a little cleanup on aisle 9. So just take over for a few minutes. I'll be back, guys.
Sure. So, what do you guys think about those patches, huh? Amazing, right? By the very talented Axanar and Axanar Comics artist Brennan Goodyear, designing the Apollo and the Leonov patches. Now, the USS Apollo patch he designed for me, gosh, it must have been a couple years back now. He also designed, of course, my logo for Axanar Comics. And that, of course, is the backdrop. For those that tune in and watch my show, that's the logo that's always behind me, or that's back on the green screen and everything. So yeah, I'm super stoked that something that was collaborated on and that was worked on with me is now part of my production, right? That is now actually in physical, tangible form. Very similar to this right here. Hopefully, I'll be able to make some more of these. This is actually the collective works of my comics. Right now there's four. There are 4 lights. There are 4 out now under the Axanar Comics Tip of the Spear series, which I'm super excited about. So 3 with the same artist, 1 with a different writer. one with a different artist. So I've enjoyed everything. Um, Also, for those that had joined me earlier tonight, we just had an amazing, wonderful time watching the Menard blooper reels, right, from Vance Major from No Budget Productions. Hopefully, we talked about maybe having a couple of Vance's videos here on the channel, which I think might be pretty cool. Also, next Monday on the Axanar Comics YouTube channel, I'm going to be showing both parts of Deception, Star Trek Deception, parts 1 and 2, at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time or 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, whichever you prefer. So I hope each and every single one of you join me. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to the Axanar Comics YouTube channel, make sure you do. Jump on over there and become a subscriber and hit the little bell icon, so you don't miss a single thing. I see that Alec is opening up something. Alec, what are you opening up?
I am opening up dedication plaque.
Dedication plaque. Oh, wow. Is that my dedication plaque?
Did you order one?
No. That's like the one thing I don't have.
Well, I ordered 3 because I had given one. I had promised one to Dana Wagner since he designed it. See, he executed the art. He didn't. Was it Alexander or Dana? I forgot which one of them actually designed it, but Dana saw it through the whole art process and got color reflections to make it and proofed it and this and that. And Dana's done so much work on that bridge. He just...
Dana is amazing. I still need to go over to Dana's house and let him beat me at pool.
Dude, that's right. Well, next time you come over, we're going to Dana's house. So
yeah, Nicole and I were talking like maybe here in like a week or two, maybe. I don't know.
Awesome.
I have to get with her.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay, so here you go, folks.
What is that? That is amazing. Oh, hold it up. Let me see. Oh, I can see my name on it. That's awesome. And there's space frame development. That is so cool. My God, look at that.
At the bottom.
The tip of the spear must be sharp. Wow. And that is the actual plaque, ladies and gentlemen, that was on the Ares Bridge.
Yes.
Like, no joke. That was up there. Dana had that sucker bolted up there to the wall, right? And
right.
then
Well, that one's in my collection. These are new.
That one's okay.
Yeah, these are new. These are we get them made. We sell them through the store. And if you want one, I think they're on sale in the store right now for like $195. And what's cool is it also has
cheap.
So it's got the logo, and then there's a raised logo that goes on top of that. Pee-wee, dude, get out of my trash. You're pissing me off.
I gotta find this link.
So there you go. So that's so here I'll show you the. So in a separate baggie here, I've got they've sent me the little arrows that go on top. They do such fine. They do great work, and they're really meticulous. It's like it's.
Are you going to get any of the other plaques into the store?
So there's another little
arrowhead
nice. That you then put on top of this arrowhead, right? So it's raised. So there you go. So there's that. So you got that going for you. And there you go. And Pee-wee, what are you doing down there? Are you causing mischief?
It does say
Don't you dare chew on any of my papers. He was chewing on one of the Voyager bridges.
It says out of stock on the store.
Because
I just posted the link.
Now we're in stock, so I'll have to go to the. I'll go to the store.
Excellent.
And I will. Let's see. We'll go to the store.
Nice.
So there you go, folks. So that is the dedication plaque. I'm gonna put it back. I've got 2 to sell. And all right, let's take that, and I'm going to tape this on top of it. I brought my better tape gun up. I had the old shitty one, so all right. So
nice.
let's put that there. That'll work. worry about it later. Pee-wee, how you doing? You want to come sit in Daddy's lap? Huh? Come on, Pee-wee. Come on. His little tail is going a mile a minute. So so that's what's happening on Axanar. Richard Z. I always call out, and I definitely want to call out we've got a good regular group if there's a bunch of new people here. And that's one of the things about Axanar After Dark that I've noticed is every time we do Axanar After Dark, we get 3 new people stop by and start chatting, right? I don't know how many new people. And over the course of whatever period of time Axanar, a couple hour or two that we do it. Joe User, I order a few patches from the store. How long before they get shipped out? If that is that your real name, Joe? I'll check right now. Let's see. Is there a Joe USRR? Is that really your name? No, that's not your name, Joe. What's your name? What's your real name? And I'll look it up right now and let me see. The short answer is everything should be going out this weekend, right? That's the short answer. But if you tell me, let's look it up right now and see see what you ordered, and I'll tell you when it's going out. I may pack it and ship it tonight if you give me your name. So there you go. So let me went to the dashboard. Let me go to products. All right, here he is. Here he is.
Pee-wee!
Here's the Pee-wee.
Yay!
All right, Pee-wee. All right, so let me just...
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Jenkins is in the house.
What's Paul Jenkins? What's a Paul Jenkins?
What's a Paul Jenkins? He's a how's it going, lads? Taking a break from work for a minute. Well, excellent, Paul. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. We do appreciate it here during a very extended Axanar Confidential live stream
with special guest host Trey McElwain.
Oh well, I'm just here. I'm just a small little fish in your pond, my friend.
Sean Thornton says, I generally play World of Warships in the mornings, and then I'm here in the evening. Well, Sean, are you part of the Axanar fleet on World of Warships? Forgive me. Because I know everyone, and that's one of those games where, people by their screen names. I mean, and then you're like, I'm sorry, what's your real name? And I actually have, somewhere around here, I have a funny envelope with everyone's screen name and their real names. Because everyone's like, well, so-and-so. Like, who's Arid Viper? Daryl? Oh, okay, I'll write that down. Who's Sardog? What's his name? And where they're from, too. Like, what part of the country they're, or world. We got guys in Australia in our clan. Okay, so I haven't seen... Joe User has not... there you are, Joe User. This weekend works as an answer. Okay. If you tell me what your name is, we'll ship it on the fly right here. As Sci-Fi Nation says, Leroy Jenkins.
Chief Cook wants to know when Axanar will be finished.
So you're new here.
Welcome aboard, Chief Cook.
That's the noob question. Everyone asks it when they're new. Go ahead, Trey. Answer the question.
San Diego Comic-Con this year. I believe Alec was just talking about earlier. If you missed it, the film shoot is being pushed back. Is that correct? To March, maybe?
Yeah,
but
we're talking about it right now. The February 15th. Now, Interlude is definitely shooting February 15th. Okay. And 16th. I don't know the specific schedule, but we can't get our DP in, Jeff Fagan, and his cameras. So, and we finally, we shot on red to start, but we're going to shoot on Black Magic also, which works. You can match them. We're not going to notice the difference. But we got to get those cameras. We can't just use any camera to shoot this. So there you go. Bob Garber, how are you? Let's see. Chonsky said, I didn't ask it.
Well. That's okay. We get that question a lot, and I definitely don't mind answering. You know,
Sci-Fi Nation says Chief Cook is a good dude. Had him on my stream before. Have you had me or Trey on your stream before? What's up with
ooh,
that? I
dude.
didn't even know you
He,
had a stream, Sci-Fi Nation.
Sci-Fi Nation just got called out by Alec Peters from Axanar.
Yes. City of Memphis Locomotive says at Chief Cook, what's your real name? What's your real name, City of Memphis Locomotive? Because I'm pretty sure that's not it.
City of Memphis Locomotive. That's Rondo. Come on now.
And it will not be a movie. It'll be 2 more short films, Chief Cook.
You know who that is.
That's what we get to do under the CBS Paramount Axanar settlement. Yeah, Universe Geekdom says Black Magic is awesome camera. Yeah, they are amazing. Black Magic is amazing. An amazing company. Sean Thornton, Alec, I am in Axanar Fleet is Trooper_Thorn. Just scroll down the fleet members and you will see me. Well, start playing at night so we have enough in clan battles, Sean. I mean, we never have enough in clan battles. So you need to start playing at night after Axanar Confidential. Hi, Pee-wee. So here's, everyone knows Pee-wee. What's up, Pee-wee? Now, Pee-wee and my dogs are kind of recovering now because now they get to go downstairs and they don't have to worry about the big bag Belgian Malinois eating them. Right, Pee-wee? You good boy. So, and sometimes, whenever I kiss Pee-wee, he's kind of like a cat, right? Sometimes he's like, ugh, Daddy, not in front of the other kids. You You okay, buddy? I know. We're going to go spend some... Pee-wee had slept in bed with me for my nap this afternoon. So, yeah, he was such a sweetie. Sci-Fi Nation often streams late night from Michigan. Well, that's cool.
It's super late night. Like, believe it or not, it's actually during the small time of hours that I actually try to lay down and get a couple hours of rest. And he goes forever, too. It's like, wow, dude, crazy. And he works like all day. He works like super long hours. And it's like, I don't understand how he does this. He's like, like a machine or something.
Hey, and Mark Payton's asking you if you got your portrait yet.
I did get my portrait. It's amazing. I don't have it here with me in the studio. Otherwise, I would be showing it to everyone. I'm going to show it actually on the next stream.
Pee-wee, don't mess up my desk, man.
And thank you, by the way. I love you, Mark. You're amazing. And of course, now I need to get Mark a Taval hat as well. Dude, get some Taval hats made and some Apollo hats made. I'm telling you.
We will get that done. I will get that done. She's making more chest patches for me.
I mean, if you put like just a limited number in there, you're gonna they'll go so fast. They'll probably go during the time I'm there. We'll just get them all done.
Yeah, we will get. I'll get those. I'll get those patches over to her on Monday. So yeah. So I was saying before. So that's what Axanar After Dark has been good because I've been It's just like I'm doing so much fulfillment. I'm sitting at my desk. Why not chat with you guys? Why not talk it up? Why not? My attitude is it's. I don't necessarily have to have any goals for Axanar After Dark. I'm not trying to convey specific information, but at the same time, it's like a hangout. It's like, we can all get together and chat, right? We could talk about different things, and that's great. That's kind of what it's about, right? And the benefit is we add new people every day we do it, it seems. And look, tonight's Axanar Confidential, we have consistently been between 50 and 60 concurrent viewers all night. And that's great. That's better than we were doing a month ago. We were in the 30s, right? And so that's why that's where the consistency of the live stream, I think, is good. As long as we're not, just, bullshitting all the time and useless. Know what I want to do? You'll forgive me here. Let me do this. I am going to... Oh, no, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. So hold on a second. I'm going to bring Trey into this frame. I'm going to create a new frame here. Hold on.
Everything is spinning around. My world is changing.
Hold on. I'm just going to move you back. I'm just moving you... I'm moving you over here. Because I want to talk merchandise with the fans because so many people ask. Transform, edit, transform. You're always in the super widescreen. Bam, and then move you down. Okay, so there you go. Okay. Okay, there's Trey. So let's get the merchandise in. I'm gonna put a image slideshow in here with merchandise, just so I'll show you guys what's coming up. Not everyone was here last night. I try to organize my desktop. Okay, so here we go. All right, so here are. All right, these are the images of. Whoops. So we got Aries coffee mugs. We'll talk about that in a little bit, right? Now these coffee tumblers are going to be in gold, since gold's a good starting color, with the Aries logo, that logo on them. The mugs just came in. The problem with the mugs, do I have one of the mugs? Is they don't look like that, and I'll show you after. The mugs are all yellow. They're not golden yellow, so I'm sending them back. Well, I'm not sending them back. I'm bitching. I'm gonna make them again. Jackets. I think we kind of all agree that we don't want the fleet patches on the back of the jackets. We're gonna put a blood shit on the back, like the Flying Tiger's blood shit. Here's the laying off patch, which you all know just came out. People, you're getting tangled up. Here's the front of the jacket, which has the arrowhead embroidered on the left chest, and then they're gonna put our patches on the Aries on the shoulder. Veterans, First Strike Squadron, right? That's all kind of cool. Pins are coming out. Oh yeah, we'll be getting pins the beginning of the month. Real excited about these. The first 3 ships in the series. Maybe we'll get the laying off in there in the near future. Let's see how the pins sell. And the mugs. So there you go. So that's like the merchandise that's going to be in the Aries Studio store coming soon.
Sci-Fi Nation says to let you know that he's going to email you to set up a weekend daytime stream with you.
Cool.
And he's going to message me as well. Also, Jason Ross asks, what you got for Klingon merch?
Well, okay, so we have. Oh, I'm sorry, Pee Wee. House of Karn patch, right? House of Karn patch. We need another Klingon patch, don't we? Because the Klingon stuff sells. People love that. People love the Klingon stuff. So, yeah, so we need to do another Klingon. I'll talk to Don Gaffney. We'll figure out what we're going to do. We need to do one for Moreau. House of Moreau. Oh, that's a great idea. Yes. House of Moreau.
That's a great idea.
Right? Yep. That's what we need. That's because we've done the House of Karn, so we need the House of Moreau. Right, Pee Wee? Pee Wee agrees. Fred Hensley's here. Hey, how are you? I don't think it does. I may be calling you guys out. You might be like, I've been here the entire time, Alec. Well, I just noticed you. Sorry. Yeah, Universal Geekdom loves Picard.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I think I agree. Universal Geekdom says it's, what do you say? It's going to be as good as, Picard will be as big as The Mandalorian. I feel Picard will give us Star Trek fans what the Mando did for Star Wars. I totally agree, Universal Geekdom. At least that's what my hopes are after watching the first episode.
Well, man,
Alec,
I hope so, man. I hope so. Mandalorian, that's a high bar, man.
Oh, dude. Have you seen it all yet? Both seasons?
Haven't seen Mandalorian at all.
Oh my god, it's so good.
There's 2 seasons out?
Or not supposed to 2 seasons. I mean, just 1 season.
Okay.
Just the 1 season. Hello, where am I at? My brain's all over the place. But yeah, dude, it's so good. Oh my god, and there's so many. Oh, it's amazing. Mandalorian is like definitely my fave for the year.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing that too. Definitely are. We'll see. So I think the interesting thing is that I was talking to JP about this, is that Star Trek is in. I mean, they got new management at CBS, right? They got rid of this. They just got rid of the transitional CEO and put in a new guy. And listen, by all accounts, Star Trek is just. It may be a hit, but they have spent so much money on it. It's Battlestar Galactica syndrome. That Battlestar Galactica, there was only 1 season of the original Battlestar Galactica. It was in the top 10 shows on TV. But it was so expensive, they canceled it. And that's where Star Trek's playing, is it's so expensive, right? That's the concern with Star Trek. And Discovery's expensive, and they spent a fortune on those sets. And Pee-wee, you being a good boy, huh? He likes it that Daddy's not always going down and paying attention to the big bad dog, who is a sweetie. But Baby Groot is Baby Yoda. Same concept.
I think he was saying he liked Groot more than Baby Yoda.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Baby Groot more than Baby Yoda. Okay. I'm checking out Picard while I also listen to much.
Yeah.
Here you go, Ron Smith. Paul says Star Trek is greater than Star Wars, but Mandalorian will outdo Picard. Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah. The thing is, there's a bigger fan base for Star Wars than there is for Star Trek. It's just the way it is, right? I'm sorry, guys. It's just the way it is.
Sad but true.
Yeah, it's the difference between science fantasy and science fiction. There's more people who are going to like science fantasy. It's more easily accessible than science fiction. Fred Hensley says, I was fascinated by the recent gossip about CBS maybe selling Star Trek if it doesn't get more traction on their pay channel, not counting on that to happen. Yeah, I'm not counting on that to happen. I don't think CBS will sell it. But Seth would certainly be a good steward of the franchise. Yawn? Did I yawn? I'm not sure I yawned. Someone's going to have to confirm that. Bluntman says I yawned. I guess it was confirmed. So, all right, let me take a swig of. I guess I did yawn after all.
They're going to tell you to take a swig anyway.
Woo! Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, what else we got? The main problem, again, with Picard is that it is a salvage operation. I'm not sure I know what you mean by salvage operation. We'll see.
I think he's meaning like a last-ditch effort to save the Star Trek franchise, right? I mean, is that what he's talking about?
It could be. Yeah. So, and we are going to close this stream out at 10:30 Eastern time here. We got 5 minutes left. So, getting your questions, getting your comments, getting your whatever it is, your requests. Mando has great fan service while continuing the style and feel of Lucas, Paul says. Yeah, that's what I've heard, right? That's great.
Yes, but the Mando special visual effects new tech is about to up the game for special visual effects TV series. They're rendering visual effects as they filmed the Mando.
Paul says Picard has the potential to abandon Roddenberry's vision. I think I think the thing there is that
maybe onto something.
Producers are trying to make Star Trek relevant, and they're trying to but they're trying, filmmaking has changed. TV has changed. I say TV, it's really streaming, right? It's not really TV. Thank you, Pee-wee, for stepping all over my...
Jason Ross says, well, I hope that Axanar has a throwback feel to original Star Trek, and that it's very similar to the feel that Mandalorian has to the original Star Wars. Oh, it does already, and it will again. Sure. I can, after being there to 2 film shoots this last year, I can honestly attest that it will be just absolutely amazing, right? It's going to be everything you've been wanting, everything you've hoped for, everything you've been waiting for, and then so much more, right? But, what do I know? I'm just a guy that loves it. So
I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with my feed here.
you have too many windows open up on your computer.
Probably that's probably true.
I tried to tell you this before. Shakes fist.
Newsletter. I don't need that one. Patreon. I got to finish watching your show.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Actually, it's great. The blooper reel is great. Oh, which by the way, I don't know if I should ask you this now or off camera. Vance Major from No Budget Productions was, he was kind of wanting to show a couple films, curious if you would be interested in or willing to show a couple of his films here on the channel.
Absolutely.
He's got a couple picked out. One of them, which is actually one of my favorite, Star Trek fan film. It's in my top 5. I mean, I love it so much. It's called one of them is The 11th Hour, and I forget the name of the other one. He messaged me. We talk all the time. Like, I mean, if we're not talking on the phone, me and that dude, we're talking on Facebook Messenger. I love him to death. But he asked me the other night if you think, he's like, hey, do you think I would want to show a couple of my films?
Sure.
And I'm like, dude, yeah, of course, ask him.
Absolutely.
And let me see. Oh gosh, I'll have to find it. That, or I'll message him here in a minute and ask him. But I think that'd be great. I think like I said, one of them's The 11th Hour, and I forget the name of the other one, but I think that'd be really cool. So, Paul asks, did I get my hours? Well, Paul, I'm just going to say this: there will no longer be those updates on Facebook. That's all I'm going to say. Anytime, I'll let you choose on that comment there.
What's that? Hold on, let's see.
Yeah, check that.
Cthulhu is not a fan of Picard.
Yeah, at all. Yeah, did you see what Herb said?
Yeah, Herb, don't worry, they can't sue me again. The settlement agreement doesn't allow them to sue me. They'd have to go to arbitration. It'd be a pain in the ass for them. And yeah, listen, we're playing by the rules. There's no reason for them. And also understand this. Les Moonves was the one who ultimately approved suing me and Axanar. And him and his sexually perverted ass are out of CBS. So would a new CBS... I'm going to assume that the new management at CBS, granted the Star Trek management is the same. It's still John Van Citters and the brand management and Veronica Hart. And I assume they're smart enough to go, we just don't need any more aggravation with Axanar, right? Just let him do his thing and go away. I'm assuming that they're smart enough to do that. And the upper management is, why the fuck would we sue... I assume the upper management is smart enough not to sue their fans again, right? Even if they could sue me, which they can't. But I assume that they're like, why would you waste your time, Because everyone on the outside thought CBS were idiots for suing me. If you talk to anyone in Hollywood, any actor for sure, and most of the producers, they were like, why aren't they just buying you? Why aren't they just hiring you, right? If you're that good... Why are they trying to suppress you rather than acquire you? Bad business. That was just a bad business decision on CBS's part. And the new management, I'm assuming, is not that, is not that stupid. So there you go.
AK Bauer says, if those coffee tumblers aren't set in stone, matte black would be better.
Yeah,
cooler.
They are set
just
in
a
stone.
suggestion.
We're getting gold.
Just a suggestion, not a command.
Yeah, we're getting gold. We listen. We could always do more at a later date if the gold ones sell well. What Pee Wee? Pee Wee, do you want to get down? You want to go through my garbage bag, don't you? I'm gonna have to get rid of this garbage bag because Pee Wee just won't let it go. All right, guys, listen. That is it for tonight. We want to thank you. We want to thank everyone who came out. Thank you for keeping our numbers up. We're in the Pee-wee, you little shit. We are, that's about as mad as I can get at my dog. Listen, thank you so much for being here. I will be doing a live stream tomorrow during the day, probably. Just Axanar random live stream, just because I'm going to be working all day. So might as well be shipping while you guys, while we're all chatting together. And then probably tomorrow night, Axanar After Dark. We'll keep you guys. Just make sure you have hit your subscription, the subscription link in YouTube, and make sure you have clicked notifications, and then you'll always know exactly what's happening here. Trey, anything you'd like to say before you sign off?
Guys, don't forget, please, if you haven't become a subscriber with the Axanar Comics YouTube channel, I just shared the link there in the chats. Please do make sure you hit the little bell icon to the all notifications so you don't miss a single one of the amazing watch parties that we're having. Here pretty soon we're going to have Alec Peters on the channel. I'm going to Skype him in. You know, I'm thinking what we're going to do is do a recorded interview with Alec. That way I can play some pictures and do some video and do all the kind of wonderful things. And I'll try my best to get those hardcore and ask the real juicy secret questions that I know each and every single one of you have been just dying to ask, but you just won't ask them, right? So that's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you do become a subscriber so you can check that interview out, because we're going to ask the top questions. Alec in the hot seat.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing.
Better brush up.
All right, guys. Until next we meet, live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper, friends. We'll see you soon.
We'll see you next time.